Hey everybody, it's Debbie back with another episode of Full Flavor Nutrition. Tonight we're going to be making assorted roasted vegetables. We're going to be doing potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and my personal favorite, delicata squash. I hope you enjoy it. How to prepare a delicata squash. And I've already cut up most of my potatoes. I just saved one so I could show you what I'm doing. Pretty much I'm just chopping it up to bite size. You want to make sure that when you're roasting your veggies that you're keeping everything about the same size so that they all cook at the same time. So my potatoes are all done. I got them right here. I'm just going to drizzle them with some olive oil and some Montreal steak seasoning. Here's my Brussels sprout. Again, I cut up the other ones beforehand. I just wanted to show you guys how I'm doing them. I had some big ones and some little ones. So the little ones I just cut in half, cut the tops off, cut them in half, and the big ones I cut them in quarters. All right, so just gonna glop on a little olive oil. Not too much, but enough to get them all coated and delicious. Same thing with my potatoes. And you don't have to use two different bowls. You can do it all in the same bowl if you want. I just wanted to keep them separate so they looked nice. And honestly, all I'm doing for seasoning is some Montreal steak seasoning. It is my all-time favorite seasoning. And I think it goes well with everything, not just steak. So there's my potatoes and my Brussels sprouts. Just gonna work the seasoning and the olive oil around a little bit. You do want to be gentle with the Brussels sprouts because they will kind of fall apart. So just be a little gentle with them, but just make sure they're all nice and coated in that olive oil. And then we'll put them on the pan. So this is a delicata squash. It's called that because the peel is really delicate, and it's actually so delicate that you can eat it. You don't have to actually peel it, which is nice because it makes it really easy to use. I would recommend this kind of squash if you're new to using winter squash. It's definitely a lot easier to work with than butternut squash or acorn squash. And really all I'm going to do is cut the ends off. Make sure that you have a sharp knife and a steady surface to work on, a nice flat surface, because it will tend to roll around a little bit. And keep your hands far away from the knife. So you just cut the two ends off, and then I'm just gonna cut it down the middle, stand it up, and cut it down the middle. Again, being really careful about where your fingers are. I like to place my hand over the top of it once I've got the knife through to kind of keep it steady. And you just work your way down. So then you have your two little halves of squash. And to scoop out the seeds, I like to use a grapefruit spoon. It's got the nice little ridges. It makes it really easy. And I'm just going to scoop it into a bowl. You can save these seeds if you want to. I'm not going to tonight, but you can definitely roast them like pumpkin seeds. Or you can save them to plant. Have some delicata squash in your garden next year. Okay, so this is what it looks like all scooped out. I'm just going to flip it over so that it's nice and flat on my cutting board. And I'm just going to slice it in, relatively thin slices, probably about 1/4 inch. Again, you want everything that you're roasting together to be about the same size. Otherwise, you'll have all kinds of different cooking times. And, your potatoes will be done, but your squash won't, or your Brussels sprouts will be done, but your potatoes won't. So keeping everything about the same size is really important. So that's literally all I'm going to do to this squash. I'm going to put it in one of my bowls that already had the Brussels sprouts in it. I'm gonna drizzle that with olive oil and throw some Montreal steak seasoning on it and put it on the pan with the other veggies. All right, how yummy is that gonna be when it comes out? So I'm gonna put this in the oven at 450 degrees for probably about half an hour. I'll check it, and if it needs a little longer, we'll keep it in probably another 10 minutes. So yum, and I'll let you guys see what it looks like when it comes out. Okay guys, check these out. Do those not look delicious? I'm so excited to bust into them. Yum, yum, yum. All right, that does it for this episode of Full Flavor Nutrition. If you have any questions, comments, if there's something particular you want me to talk about on my next video, leave a comment and or email me at fullflavornutrition@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from you.